This is the first scene I saw when I got off the plane at Palermo Airport. So these are the lists of the timings of the buses to different places. You can buy them online or at the ticket office at the airport, which I did so. And this is one ticket upside down. So now we're on the coach from Palermo Airport to Mazara, and the driver is driving along the coast. There were about half a dozen others who got on board, all Italians, with luggages, suppose coming from the airport, flying from Italy or abroad. There were a couple, I think they were coming from Barcelona with carry bags, saying Barcelona or Barcelona. There were about half a dozen or so already on board. There was a big, well-built chap at the back. He looked like mafia. No one wanted to sit near him at all. Everyone congregated in the front or in the middle part of the coach. I was at the back near him, and decided to make a video of the trip itself. It was 20 degrees according to the bus thermometer, and he was driving very fast, about 65 miles an hour, 110 kilometers. The roads are very smooth, not much traffic. This is some sort of outpost, I suppose, made by the Muslims or the Normans. Normans were here. Normans were everywhere. And Normans were known in the French as men of the north, which were the Vikings. So William the Conqueror, he was a Viking. And then they amalgamated into being called French. Lots of intermittent mountains and high ranges like this all around here. Nothing's volcanic. That's all over on the other side of the island, where Catania is, and earthquakes. These homes really caught my eye. Very traditional Roman style. Very nice. It must be so wonderful to live in this area. There's not much traffic at all, as you can see. And it was about 12 o'clock, yes, about noontime. As we got to Mazara very fast. Instead of taking an hour and a half, it took an hour. So we got there by just about 1 o'clock. So there's some more nice houses, 3 stories high, all at the bottom of this mountain range. This tree caught my eye. Here's some photos along the journey I took as well. Some of these mountain ranges just look amazing. Yeah, this one's very steep, like being in the Lake District. Yeah, that house really caught my eye. The landscape is wonderful here. I wonder what they're growing. This was at Lidl. Accident with 3 cars. I didn't know how that happened. How unfortunate. This is the timetable to get back, so I need to get there 7 o'clock to get there by 8:30. I have to buy it online or at the ticket office. This is a cat whose half his face has been torn off. I didn't know what happened. Well, that was shocking. Here are some cactuses which caught my eye. Actually, later on I saw quite a few more. This is Casbah, the old Medina, and the alleyways. It's all very quiet. Everyone has siesta at this time. And this is down another alleyway. And this is the mosque. It's only one. Lots of Tunisian fishermen came here in the 70s. The timetable and an electronic is at plus. That's when the congregation happens. Now you'll notice the prayer mat is in different direction, because apparently the new imam is saying, no, that's the right way. And everyone's like, well, we're used to this way, so we're going to continue this way. It's oranges on the public road, which connects East and West Mazara. And then here's the bridge, which connects East and West. There's two bridges near each other. I'm on one side, and that's looking southwards towards the river. This is the hotel entrance. Very nice. I recommend it. Greta Hotel. Nice and clean. And location's good. This is a map of Western Sicily. I would like to try and go to Mosela and Trappiani if I can. And you can rent some scooters. So here's a map of the town. It's quite a large town. I'm just off to get some pizza, but I thought it's nice and windy. Let's just go down near the beach. See how things are. It's been quite windy since we arrived at Palermo Airport. It was 20 degrees in the coach, which took just about an hour. He was driving extremely fast, over about 110 kilometers an hour. There weren't many on the coach. In fact, they were all Italians. I do believe everyone was all going off to Palermo city. What was interesting is that when we all got off the plane, we have a new system, which has been reported by one of the other passengers who was here last time in June 2024. They have a system where they take your face photo and 4 fingerprints, and then after all that, then you go in a queue and have that done again. But it took about 45 minutes for just half a dozen people to go through that queue. And many of the British also have EU citizenship, and they were in the EU queue, and no one was basically dealing with them at all. And there was one chap who was effing and blinding on the phone with his London accent, loudly in the EU queue, because they weren't going any faster. I made a joke to 2 British chaps in front, and this is a lady from Midlands with Irish heritage, that basically it was quicker to fly here than to go through the queue. It's a full moon. Yeah, we're halfway through this month. There's the beach, but it's all blocked up. So, no, blast. Maybe there is a way, but it's a bit too dark. There's actually off to get pizza from Speedy Pizza. Apparently you can dine in. Hotel door is meant to close after 11, but we have a key to come in and out. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention where the camera was. There you got CCTV there. Lots of garbage. There were a pack of 4 kids in a little Fiat car at the end of this road where I just came from. In England, that would be typical drug dealing. Now we could go down that road. I suppose everyone's asleep by now. And then you always think that in England, but here, these restaurants close till 1 o'clock. Then we get to have a siesta, so when we got here by 1 o'clock, everyone was picking their children up from the school or kindergarten, and shops were closing. I had all my luggage in my hand, so I couldn't make a video at the time. I took a few photos, especially this cat. Half his face has been like just chopped off or gnawed off. I'll try and put a photo in here if I do get to become a bit of a master in video editing, which I'm not at all. Rallentare. Not that anyone stops. People still go through, even though you're on the line waiting to cross, or you get on it as you have to in England. Oh, that's nice. They have all these nice little recycling places to recycle. There's a map. We're back again. Yeah. So this is a recycling, like in Germany you get money for recycling. And this is a map again, western part, Mazara. Circus are coming to town. So this is I've seen this outside the two supermarkets, which are budget. One's called Penny, and the other one's called was it Eco Snip or Eco Snap? And this is where you can recycle your oil, which is very interesting. Well, I'm back on this main road in western part of Mazara. I told the coach driver if we arrived at Mazara, and he said Masara. Then we sort of got confused what we were saying to each other about the town name. And then I had to show him my ticket. He goes, yeah, Sicily. So I'm like, okay, grazie mille, prego, prego. So that's a typical side street. It's all very nice and quiet. Very nice and quiet. No hub as if I suppose one was in Palermo, which I've seen YouTube videos at this time. But then I suppose we're not exactly in the main city centre. That's on the other side. On the eastern side, you have to walk over the railway, and then not railway, the bridge, which goes over some, I suppose, a river or tributary, and then you're over to the other side. But on Google Maps, it's showing one part where it's, I think, a dashed line, as if it's maybe just a footpath, more south between the east and west part. So the long beach is here on the west part, which is where I was heading. I was just 1 block away from the hotel. But as you saw, there was a fence. I need to investigate that tomorrow. Depends what time I wake up. I've been up since Monday morning, and then had to get to the airport at 10 o'clock at night because the flight is at 6:35, and there's no other public transport. Now apparently I have to go, when I leave here, I'm going to have to get the 5:50 or 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock bus, get there by 8:30, and then I hope it's not as long security like it was at Stansted. That took an inordinate amount of time, an hour. So here, apparently, according to AI, there's 2 places to get the tickets, or I can book it online. One's at 5:50, one's at 7 o'clock to leave. Rubbish. Maybe it's collection day tomorrow. The roads are in good condition, and the pavements generally clean when I was walking around the afternoon. Got a Mercedes parked downstairs. Yeah, police when they're parked. So I eventually found a pizza place a couple of minutes actually from the hotel called AF Restaurant on the side road. A wonderful pizza, vegetarian, only $7.50, with a huge amount of toppings of spinach, mushrooms and peppers and eggplant. Recommend it totally.